Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Stranded Survivors. My name is Matt, and I'm one of your co-hosts today.
My name is Jericho. I'm a co-host of the Stranded Survivors podcast, mostly about Ark, but to be honest, you never know what you're going to get. But Matt, how are you doing?
You know what, man? I am mentally exhausted. We had a scrimmage tonight against a university. I thought it was going to be from somewhere down south, but it turned out being somewhere from Pennsylvania. And they were the defending champs from last year. So, it was it was a hard fought battle. We did really good in hard point and we did not do so good in control. Um yeah, so it was fun, but I've got a lot of things to study and learn. It's ranked is very different than casual play. Just throwing that out there for all my non-COD enthusiasts.
Man, but ranked, I mean, I really enjoy ranked, so I'm not, I can't say much, but I mean, that's pretty awesome though that you guys were at least able to keep up because, just talking to you kind of at the beginning, you were like, I don't know how we're going to do, different or how you were even going to do, but it sounds like, you're playing decent, man.
I did okay in the hard point, but I got pooped on when we did control. So that's where I got most of my coaching points. I just got to learn the spawns and learn like different call outs and stuff. I don't know the call outs, so I tend to get really confused, and that caused a lot of chaos. So get good. Yeah,
Oh,
so that was my homework was learn call outs and, practice tomorrow. But enough about me. How about you?
really just been chilling. I mean, of course, start of the work week. It's a good old Monday. We all love Mondays around here, don't we?
Monday fun day.
Yep. It's the start of the week of, just having to go to work, which I feel like half of us don't want to do. So, but this Monday actually wasn't that bad. But other than that, man, I've been playing, some COD ranked also. I've been playing actually just started or just re-downloaded NCAA football, so I've been enjoying playing that too.
Okay.
But other than that, just dreaming up ideas of what I want to do as like a businessman or like, like either another podcast or, different things like that, just fun things.
What are you leaning towards? Because I know that that was a hot personal debate for you for which one you wanted to invest your time and money in. And have you started leaning one way or the other, or do you want to keep your cards close to your chest on that one?
I, like I said, my wife told me I couldn't do two things. Understandably so. I would get whatever. Okay. But
Right.
um I think I'm gonna do a podcast. I think. That's what I think it's gonna
Okay,
be.
let's go. Do you want to hit people off about your plans? I know you told me a little bit, or do you want to keep that close to your chest for now?
I'm gonna keep it close for now, only because I don't know for sure what it's gonna be. To be honest, I don't know who it's gonna be with.
Fair enough. There's a lot of different
So
directions you can go right now. So whatever's going to be the most fun for you, I want you to dive into that route.
yeah, that's kind of the plan. So we'll see what happens. Who knows? It could be with you. It could be with random people. You never know.
Let's go, or let's also go.
But yeah, man. Otherwise, I'm just doing good.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, man.
Yeah. Well, Matt, do you have our
So
Dino dossier?
I was just gonna say, should we dive into the dossier?
Yeah, let's dive into the dossier, man. And then after that, we'll kind of look at some of the questions and different things from last week, or well, the answers to the questions last week.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've got the memory of a small child, so I will never remember what we have and haven't done, and we should probably start writing this down. But I am gonna do everybody's not so favorite, the Paraceratherium gigamicus. Yeah,
Oh,
that's right. I said it. It is from the Oligocene
what?
era. Oligocene. I don't know. Somebody
Yep.
enunciate that for me. But anyway, it's an herbivore. It's pretty docile until you try to eat it, and then it gets pretty sassy. Wild Paracerath. We're just gonna call it a paracer. Is a massive, long-necked herbivore that inhabits some of the island's grasslands. It resembles a gigantic horse rhinoceros hybrid, but it is over twice the size of either. Paraceratherium is a very peaceful and friendly creature. Barring some surprises yet in store for me, I can safely say that Paracer is among the largest mammals on the island. While its size means that Paracer can provide an incredible amount of food, it also makes it dangerous when hunted. Domesticated, a beast of burden second to the Brontosaurus, Parasaur is an excellent worker and is sufficient in size to support a platform saddle upon which structures can be built. It's naturally a friendly animal and is not afraid of humans. However, despite its normally calm demeanor, when it or its owner is provoked by aggression, the Parasaur can quickly become a real threat to the attacker and use its girth to its advantage in combat. Love, Helena.
Mm,
So, the reason I chose this bad boy is because, like it said here, it is second only to the Bronto. So the Bronto can be a real pain in the butt for people to tame. You know what I mean? And
yep.
early game, it's not necessarily the most viable to everybody. But a Parasaur is one that you can pretty easily get, trapped in some Dino Gate frames or something like that, and it's pretty easy to take down by itself and by yourself. So you can put a platform saddle on it. That's the biggest thing there, which
Yep.
means you can make it a mobile base. I know that official servers have different settings than unofficial servers, so don't fact check me, but you can, get yourself rocking and rolling with some pretty sweet things. If nothing else, you can put storage chests and things like that on it, so that way you can take it out mining. With it being a beast of burden, it's able to carry a boatload of weight. So, I would buff the health on it to make sure it doesn't get booped and buff the weight on it. And aside from that, you know, it's kind of cute in a weird, ugly way.
I was gonna say definitely a weird, ugly way. I don't know. That thing's kind of ugly. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it is. And it's not something that I usually tame. However, if you're not able to get a Bronto and you need something that's able to carry a bunch of weight, it's an option.
Yeah, it definitely is an option, but I mean, yeah. At the same time, you're not going to use it for things. I agree. I mean, compared to other
At the,
things, it's not that useful.
honestly, at that rate, if we're talking Beast of Burden, I would rather tame a trike or a stego and pump the weight in that because, I'm sure it scales differently per level, but I can imagine you can get a trike or stego pretty far up there and accomplish relatively close to the same thing. Just you can't put the platform saddle on it. That's the big kicker. And PvP, I can think of a couple uses that I would assume you could use it for in PvP, but platform saddle on a Parasaur, is that a thing?
Yeah, platform shadow on a parasaur. And the thing
Not a
is that
Parasaur, Parasaur. That's different.
parasaur, my bad. And you need to use it because that's what you use. A lot of people put yourself in a box, just like a one thing box, or you build out like a little ramp as far as you can, and then
Mhm.
you can kind of like glitch into somebody's base, like if their turrets are on like players only or something, because it doesn't see you in there.
Oh, okay. So it's like a little Trojan giraffe type
That's
thing.
exactly what it is. Yep.
Okay. All right. So that's kind of cool then. It's a lot cooler for PvP than it is for PvE.
Yeah. And of course, they've had to nerf it a little bit because that would be completely OP if you could do that all the time. But it still works very well.
Fair enough. All right. So yeah, I figured that's a mechanic that they would probably nerf pretty quickly, but still viable. You heard it here, folks. So yeah, that's Helena's wisdom for the day. What do we have as far as answers? Because I got a bunch of alerts on my phone. So I feel like we got like 10 or 12 comments this week, didn't we?
We got a bunch of comments. Um, So Ariane said again, first comment, let's go. As a
Let's
returning
go.
segment, I'd have to go with the dossier. Love the little extra info about the dinos, or just be reminded about the older ones you tend to forget about. Also, can't wait for the upcoming event next week. Also, want to shout out a thanks to both Boogles and Ninja for the dinos that I lost due to problems I had with the Dino Depot mod this week. Love you guys. Just shows the amazing side of this wonderful community.
Oh, let's go. Shout out to the admins helping out the people. Takes a community. So I am very happy to hear that that's exactly what we're trying to propagate here. So shout out, folks.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad that, like Ariane said, that we just got a cool community around us. I felt like, we have preached that for quite a while. So, if not, make sure you guys go join the Discord. So, you know, we're cool people.
Peeing your pants is the coolest.
Next is Equal Fox. I played one D&D game. I was the DM. I ran Dragon of Ice Spear or Ice Spear Peak in hopes to get my friends hooked. My daring girl spent the entire 4A bullying a shopkeep, conducting butt related shenanigans, and slapping a glass of milk out of our sorcerer's hands every time she tried to drink. As for learning the arc theme on guitar, I've considered this. I've just been trapped in 7 Days to Die limbo with my bestie. She's a nurse, so she works a lot. I swear, every Mad is a forever DM. It's a cursed name. Cap.
It it really is, but one must bear the weight. So, I just want to say, going back to what she said about her D&D game, that is DMing in a nutshell there. If I had $1 for every time you literally, okay, so side tangent here. I have made mission number 2 for our campaign we got going on, and we're going
Ooh.
into the third mission, like the third session of mission 2. It was supposed to be one session, get everything done, but the first time they wanted to go fishing and like, or no, no, that was the second time. The first time they were playing with a dead body in a barrel. Oh my God, long story short, sorry. But then the second time, they were literally they went fishing. They tried to ride a shark. Yeah, all sorts of. They played a game of chess against an old man. All things that they were not supposed to do. So that's DMing in a nutshell. I feel your pain.
That's funny, man. Next up is Will to Thrill, anyways, or Will.
Woo!
First off, I have to call you guys out on something huge.
Oh, not.
You guys stated a while ago that you'd be going to once or twice a month episodes, and since then, y'all have been coming through every week. So congratulations, and thank you guys for letting us hang out with you in the Discord. So hear me out, a one-shot Arc D&D, but make it into 2 episodes for the podcast. I really enjoyed the Dino Dossier and love to have them back.
Hey, 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 ask and you shall receive on all grounds. So, yeah, you know what? We did say that we were going to go to one or two per month, and that was during a very uncertain time. And I feel like things have changed. And I don't know, I can't speak for you, Jericho, but I am in a very different mindset with the game itself at this moment than I was at that moment.
Yeah, I think just with everything in general, with the podcast, like in the game, just being so it's everything was so different, right? And like just whatever. And the game, like you said, our thought of the game was not great. So
Hmm.
everything was just not good. And I mean, even though I don't necessarily I mean, I don't play anywhere near as much as you. I just felt like the community around us, has been like very awesome, and I've been enjoying just talking to everyone, and I don't know that's why I feel like the community.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too, is I was ready to walk away from the game, but I decided I was not ready to walk away from the community, and the community has brought me back to the game. So it's like this, cycle of love. Here I am, thanks to you guys. So you guys light the fire for me to continue playing the game, and I appreciate all of you for that.
Yeah, that's for sure. So yeah, Will for sure. I mean that you're not wrong, but like we said, it's all about the community. So thank you guys.
It's all about
Um,
you, baby.
um, and then next up, Hail Hydra. Um, Great episode. I don't know what my friend code is, Lachlan. My name is Hail Hydra on it, though. Also, I'll strike a deal with the Stranded Survivors. If y'all keep the podcast going for your third anniversary, late 2026, then in 2027, I'll make an ARC podcast, join y'all's Discord, and even signed up to join an episode. Also, if Exodia is Australian, has he seen a real Tapan?
Huh?
What is that? I forget what that is. I've heard of him. You know, Taipan. You know what that is, Matt?
A what?
A Taipan?
No?
I okay. Exodia, by the way, Hail Hydra, Exodia just said he hasn't seen one, but he said you don't want to. What are those things, dude? I need to know what they are now, Matt. Do you know what they are, bro?
No?
Taipan. Oh, nah. It's a snake, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's why I don't. I try really hard not to invest in that. You know, snakes
Yeah,
are sketchy.
no. Yeah, no. Don't ever want to see those things. What do you say? It's an avid at all snakes cost one of the most venomous snakes in the world. Oh, no. Yeah. No, I am beyond good with that one. Count me out, Matt.
Yeah, you see, there's like a certain number of legs that I am okay with, and a snake is below that number, and a spider is above that number. So there's like a threshold of legs.
Nice. That's funny. Um, Next up, we got Knife. Let's go. Always fun hanging out with y'all. I'd love to see what Matt can come up with for an arc-related D&D game, and I'd love to join for that. Also, if you were to start up the D&D podcast again, I'd love to be part of that. I think I could add a certain flair to it. I'm 90% sure I said it last week, and I'll say it again this week. Matt 100% needs to do a D&D podcast. I thought the last one was great, and I don't even play D&D or knew anything about it until I listened to Matt's podcast. So I personally think Matt needs to start that up, and I think that he doesn't need to worry about anything like such as editing, and you just let it go. That's what I think.
You know what? I like the way you think.
Hmm.
You flatter me. You're
I'm
too
telling you,
kind.
man.
You're too kind.
It's because you got to do it, man. I'm telling you, the people would like it.
Ah, dude, I wish that I had enough time for that, but
Yeah, that's fair.
it's a lot of time and effort to DM, and especially to do it at a quality that you're willing to record and put out there. That's a big difference. Like, you know, the average Sunday night D&D you can just throw together, and I'm not saying I don't try hard, but like, you know, there's a lot less pressure. You
Yeah,
can do a lot more on your like free will there, but when it's all being recorded and put out there, it's a lot more time consuming.
yeah, that's fair. Well, next up we got the poll. I said, what segments do you want us to add? The answers were wait, why did I put? Oh, community question, Arc Tales, other, which they said to comment, Dinomon or Dossier. 0% for community question, 0% for other, because of course they would have commented. Um, 50% for Arc Tales, 16% for Dinomon, and 33% for Dossier.
Okay. All right. I hear
So
you, people. I hear you.
yeah, I mean, we can definitely, like I said, we wanted to know what that was, and we'll see what we can incorporate back into it.
We'll talk about it. We'll have some behind the scenes discussions, and we'll get back to you guys on that. Thank you for your input. I do appreciate it.
By the way, Matt, I just want to say Will said in the chat, make it happen. It's what the people want. Actually, the people need it. We need to make 2025 great for you to be a DM again.
For me to be a DM again, goodness gracious. All right. Well, I tell you what, I'll definitely give it the old college try.
And then Ninja said, bro, I get the editing side of it, but I think people would be down to have a listen to our antics and tomfoolery.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like people would probably be into it as well.
And you got
There's
Craig,
a
so it would be easy, man.
there's a lot of shenanigans that go on. So yeah, Craig would make it super easy. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't edited, I could really care less. That would be as simple as, you know, clicking a button and then uploading it. So maybe I'm putting on too much pressure that doesn't exist. That's kind of a thing I do.
Yeah, but I understand. I understand where you're coming from, though. At the same time, so I feel that. I feel.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're here about at least a little bit of arc.
Mm.
Since some people like to show up late to the podcast. I don't know who that is, but
You know, I
um,
was busy, man. I'm so sorry.
no, 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 I don't care. uh, we all already know, like that's the motto of the Stranded Survivors. If you ever join the live Discord when we do our episodes, I mean, you can ask anybody that joins us every week. Matt is always late. But you know what? To be honest, I will say in defense of my favorite co-host ever, maybe my only one, but my favorite one. Don't worry, Matt.
I
Um,
appreciate you. Number one in the heart.
um, Matt has actually been showing up at decent times lately.
I'm
So
trying, man. Trying. This is 2 weeks in a row that I've been slipping again, but before that, I was on a roll.
I was gonna say you were on a roll. You were even early.
The secret E word.
Yeah, that's a big secret word around here.
Hey, my schedule is dictated by two small little gremlins. I have very little say in what time I do anything in my life, including using the
Yeah.
restroom some days.
Yeah, that's fair to be honest with you. I mean, I don't like understand that fully yet, but I understand enough.
Bro, I'm about to give a parenting TED talk. That's about to be forget ARC. We're having a parenting TED talk. I'm just kidding.
Parenting TED Talk now. No, no, no.
Buckle up, everybody.
Go check out our new podcast. No, I'm just kidding. Um, but yeah, man, we're here mostly about ARC. Um, and we have talked about some of these things before that I do want to bring up anyways. But I just kind of want to, get so the people remember. Of course, I'm not going to ask your favorite map or anything because I feel like we've said it millions of times that Ragnarok is everyone's favorite map here. But yeah. So I want to know first off, this Arc D&D podcast, have you started or like our D&D episode, have you started anything for that yet? Or do you have anything in
Absolutely.
mind?
Oh, absolutely. I already know what the main story of it is going to be. I have the way I do it is I work completely backwards. It might not be weird, but it sounds weird when I say it. So I start with the very end goal in mind, and then I work backwards of I want you to achieve Z. So in order to achieve Z, you have to do Y, but before Y, you have to do X. And then like I just work backwards all the way back to the beginning, and eventually it all fleshes itself out, and you can polish it in the end.
Okay. Well, I am
So
like very excited for this, and I'm excited to see who we all have appear on during the game.
yeah, I will say anybody who wants to follow the game and be a little bit more invested in the story, I would highly recommend you go watch Noodle's lore video for Arc. It's like an hour long. It's a movie. It's an investment. I've talked about it before on the show, but that video really explains what's going on with the game and who these characters are. So if you would like to know, you know, why some of these characters are acting the way they are, then I would definitely invest the time to get a little familiar with the lore, especially you, Jericho. That or we need to do a lore episode. Maybe we can do that. The episode before the D&D episode, maybe we should do a whole lore episode. People have requested that.
Yeah, but I know nothing, man. And like, you know me, I
Gotcha,
mean, I've
baby.
said before, I just don't care enough.
Oh, you're a monster for saying that. Like it amazes I'm not trying to chastise you. I'm just joking, but it amazes me that people, not just you, but like a decent percentage of the community can play a game and not ask why. Like, why is all of this happening? Why can I drink the ocean? Why is there a dinosaur and a reindeer at the same time? Like, what is happening?
Yeah. I
Why
don't
is
know,
my
man.
arm itchy?
Will said, "Can I be the NPC that slings recipes for Rockwell?"
You can be the Rockwell's test subject. Very short-lived life.
But okay, so like I said, a little bit of arc here, right? But even though that really wasn't arc,
Yeah.
but um, something I'm gonna throw. I'm gonna hit you with like, I mean, I wouldn't say a curveball because we don't necessarily plan everything here. We plan a little bit, but not a bunch. Like I said, you never know what you're gonna get here. I want to throw it out on the spot here, Matt. I want to know your goals for stranded survivors in 2025. We really didn't go over any goals this year. Like, are we just not trying to hit goals or what?
I do have a goal. And it is going to be a weird goal. I'm not going to lie to you. I still want to hit 200 people in the Discord. That's
Yep.
pretty viable. We're only like 50 something off, I feel like. So
Yeah.
it's not too crazy to think that's going to happen. But my actual goal, got three of them. Okay.
Yep.
You know, starting at the bottom, lowest tier, I want to hit 200 in the Discord. Next tier up, I want to cap out the server at least one time. I want to cap
Mm,
out one of the maps.
yep.
So that's a real goal. And then my main goal is I want everybody in the Discord to make one new friend.
That's a good one. I
We
like that.
we got a lot of people here, and I don't want to sound cheesy with it. I'm not trying to sound all second grade Valentine's Day where everybody's got to get a little heart in their box. But I think that we have a lot of people here that are really shy. And I think that those people are really good people that have a lot of very similar interests. And a lot of these people can connect, whether it's Australian rules football or, Premier League soccer. It's a lot of common interests going on, a lot of anime people going on in here. So I feel like people need to branch out a little bit and make a new friend.
I actually really I like that one, man. I think that's a great idea, and I think, I feel like that can build a good community around everyone, just like getting to know someone. I don't know, that's just always fun.
Absolutely. And plus, we've got the opportunity. This is a rare time in history where you and I have the opportunity as just normal, like, I'm not trying to, I don't know about you, but I would consider myself, mid to lower class here. You know, we're struggling here in Michigan. That's how it works. And I think I wouldn't have this opportunity any other time in history to get to make so many friends from across the globe. We've said it before, but there is no other time in history that I would have a friend from Australia. And here we are.
I mean, dude, you're not wrong at all. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it is like you said. Some people may think it's cheesy, whatnot, but I mean, like, dude, just yeah, building a community and like you said, it's such a rare time. Like even for us, like, just imagine. I'm just saying, like, not everyone has five people that they can say that like join them every week for like a podcast, right? Like, not everyone can say
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. It takes a village here, and I feel like ours is pretty awesome to live in.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you sort of go over your goals? Did I space out there? Or?
No, I did not go over my goals.
Yeah, there we go. What are yours, buddy?
So my goals for us this year, it got to be the 200 still. 100% the 200 people on the Discord, amazing. Okay. And then I want to hit, I'm going to say just off the top of my head right now, let's say, and this is just number stuff right now. I'm going to say 25,000 total plays. I
Okay.
think we're at 16,000. So 9K
Dang.
more to go. I think we can do it.
Somebody that really loves us. Go listen to 9,000 episodes real quick.
Yeah, go listen to it 9,000 times and we'll be good to go. Just listen
We
if you have
got
to,
you.
you can just listen to one of the short ones.
Yeah, just hit play and loop and then walk away from your phone forever.
Yeah.
That's doable, man. I think that's really doable. With the percentage we've been growing, because like we were looking at the numbers and our growth has been pretty exponential for this past year. And I think that as long as we remain consistent and keep on keeping on, we should be good to hit numbers like that and, go beyond, which will
Yeah.
then help build the community and help people make new friends. It's all, your love is like a circle.
Um and then I'm going to say another numbers thing, look at me looking at numbers. I'm going to say 500 Spotify followers.
Ooh, okay.
We're at 400 right now.
Are we really? That's a lot
Yes.
higher than the last time I looked. Look at us go. See, exponential growth right there.
Yeah, which cool. And then look at me. I'm just doing all numbers, man. Because that's
Nerd.
just whatever. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna say this one. I think is gonna be the hardest one. Okay, I 100% think this is gonna be the hardest one out of them all. Okay,
Okay.
100 ratings on Spotify.
Oh, see, that's not that hard though. We have 400 followers, and if all of those followers could just rate us 4 or 5 stars, preferably 5 stars. I'm just saying, you're tuning in, give us 5 stars, help us out here, and that will shoot us so far up on the algorithm that it will just change everything.
So we got 55 now. So we need 45 more.
Let's go. See, that's
Okay.
not too hard. Out of the that's like literally 10% of our people.
Will actually brings up a great idea. He said he want to see a custom Stranded Survivors mod.
Oh, how okay. Will, it's your idea. So how genuinely asking, not trying to be a smart aleck, how do we go about doing that? Ah, yeah. 10 out of
Hey,
10 save right
I
there.
see you, Matt.
I'm a goalie, baby. How does one go about that? Because I have the modding capabilities of a program called Scratch, if you've ever heard of that. And that's what we teach third graders to do. So I got nothing.
He said like a chibi or a skin.
What kind of chibi should we make? That should be the question of the week, is what kind of custom chibi should we commission to have made as a mod? Because that would be pretty cool.
I'm gonna say we have Matt's face on there.
Oh, nobody wants to see that. It'd be like a floating, balding orb of confusion.
We're gonna have Matt walking right next to us.
That would be actually my childhood dream would be so happy right there. When I was a little kid, I had a big dream to always be in a video game, whether that was like, you know, at the moment it was as an athlete, but hey, if I'm a freaky looking chibi, I'm okay with that too. But in all seriousness, we should come up with something cool that is Stranded Survivors themed because that would be actually a really good idea.
Hey, great. I think however we can figure that out, let's do it.
Let's go.
But I guess to finish up my 2025, let me see. To finish my 2025 list, they no. I'm just gonna say continue to grow on all the YouTube different things. And yeah, just like I want everyone to like make a friend, and like I want people to branch out a little bit.
Yeah, branch out to a new game. Like I'm not trying to take away from the art community in any way, shape, or form, but it never hurts. Excuse me, choking to death. It never hurts to branch out and try a new game. We've had a lot of people recommending 7 Days to Die, No Man's
Yeah.
Sky. Gosh, that Marvel game that you're playing, like these are all like-minded people that are recommending these games. So check them out. It might be worth it. We all found Ark on accident too, usually. So
And then Will said I was thinking a desk skin with a microphone on it. Um,
oh,
and then
okay.
Ninja said maybe a chibi version of your Survivor mat, the one on the island with the cosmetics you wore during the last event.
Okay, okay.
Hmm,
Both are good
that is
ideas.
yeah.
Everybody's got to join the Discord because I feel like the official vote has to be done in the Discord because the people that are willing to join the Discord are, the most loyal fans. So I feel like we have to give them the biggest say.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% I agree. So if you guys don't join the Discord, we'll give you another week, I say, and then maybe do a vote.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not going to be the question of the week. It is, in fact, going to be a Discord poll that if you want to get a vote in and make your suggestion, you're going to have to join the Discord to do that. So,
Yeah. So make sure you guys go join that Discord now. As
yeah,
I say this now. Um,
right, meow.
yeah, right. Meow. Um, we're good. Yeah, we're cool people.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that is like kind of my main goals. Of course, like I also put myself on the spot. Isn't that funny? I didn't even think about this beforehand, so don't worry. I put myself on the spot too.
Huh?
But let me. I do want to just bring up like a memory really quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, is I know we have it on our server, but dinos can fly faster and stuff on our server. But like overall, this was a while ago. Do you think this was a good or a bad nerf that they got rid of the speeds of flyers?
Um, I personally see it both ways. I can
Okay.
see it from the aspect of number one, I'm going to start from this side. It's a bad idea because it's a huge quality of life thing. I don't want to spend 20 minutes flying across the map and I don't want to have to take a Pteranodon because that can be miserable for 500 different reasons. So I
Yeah.
understand that, allowing a Wyvern to be speed leveled can make a lot of other tames obsolete, which stinks. There's a counter, but quality of life is my big argument. Long story short, man, pros and cons. Cons, it's a quality of life thing, so I don't want to spend 20 minutes flying across the map. I want to get it done in a minute and a half flat, which my speed wyvern can, which is great. However, it does make some tames obsolete when you can level up the flying speed. When I have a fast wyvern, I don't need a Pteranodon. There's literally no need for one period at all. So that stinks. Uh, and then the other counter I guess I have is it creates coding issues. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have a speed wyvern. It's like 208%. And if you're not riding that bad boy, you whistle to land, it will fly like an 82 donuts and then land 200 meters away from you and huff and
What?
the next 20 minutes. Man, it's a living nightmare. So
Yeah.
landing becomes tough. It creates some coding issues. I see where they're coming from. It was probably easier on their end to not have to deal with the bugs that are created by it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But, quality of life, man. So I'm glad we're on an unofficial server where we get to make that choice instead. You don't like it, don't level it. That's the way I look at it.
Hey, there you go, right? Even if it's the best thing, though?
Yeah, I mean, that's totally up. There's a lot of people. I I love him to death. Boogles, I'm calling you out. Boogles is one of those people
Oh.
that does trial by challenge. He is a very skilled arc player, and as a result, doesn't want to take the easy cop outs. There's 500 ways that you can cut corners and get things done quickly and easier in this game. But Boogles is one of those players that appreciates the grind and appreciates the time and effort you have to put into it to make the game more authentic. And
Yeah.
if you're one of those players, don't level your speed. That way you have to use a Pteranodon, you have to use an Argent, like don't use a Wyvern if you don't want to. There's all sorts of trial by challenge that you can do that doesn't involve it. But quality of life, man, that's my point.
Okay. Yeah, man. What's it called? I appreciate that from Boogles, though, to be honest. I mean, I like I mean, enough grind. I like enough grind. It's got to be at a good level.
Yeah, there's a very optimal balance, which is why I'm glad that I wasn't in charge of making everything for the server because I can't be trusted to find that optimal balance. I never have been able to do it. And shout out to Boogles, man. The server's pretty well balanced.
I agree. He did very much did do a very good job at balancing the server.
Round of applause, round of applause.
Round of applause. Round of applause. But yeah.
Mm.
Well, Matt, not really a lot of art conversation happening today,
Wah.
but like I said at the beginning of the episode, you never know what you're gonna you know, it is what
Yeah,
it is.
it is. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, it is what it is. Maybe next week we'll have some more ARC stuff. But let's see. Oh, you haven't really played ARC much, have you?
Nope.
So I want to share a quick ARC tale before we break away for the night because I feel like we were about to wind down there.
Yep.
So, fun fact of the day. So, long story short, I need to get the dragon and the monkey done for the event that we have coming up here.
Okay.
And I, Boogles was a champion. He got all the tributes, he got all the artifacts. He was like the
Ooh.
man with the plan, hey, I'm ready to do these boss fights, blah, blah, blah. So we jump in, we manhandle the monkey, we get those engrams unlocked perfect. He's a gentleman, lets me keep the element because he's a good guy like that.
Oh yeah.
And yeah. Then we go to do the dragon boss fight. We get everything all lined up. We get our theories out. I threw like 12 or 13 of our tribe's theories in because we had pretty decent levels on them.
Yep.
And I get on my Yudi that I threw out. I had the Yudi for the boss fight. I
Okay.
mount up. He puts all the stuff in, puts all the tributes, puts all the artifacts in, activates it. Boom, everything disappears except for me
What?
and the Yudi. Yeah. I'm sitting there, and for like, for the first 30 seconds, I'm a little salty. I'm sitting here like, what the hell did I do wrong? Was I too far backwards? Did I put too many tames out? I'm going through every possibility of what I could have done wrong.
Yep.
And Boogles figured it out after I logged out. I'm level 97, and to activate the Alpha Dragon, you have to be level 100.
No.
Yeah, you got to be level 100 to even go into the arena, apparently. I thought it was just level 100 to activate it. So I figured if he was the one who activated it, I would be good.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. But no,
Oh.
my Arctail fun fact of the day, you got to be level 100 to do Alpha Dragon.
Well, that is a good thing because I feel like the average definitely would have thought the same thing you did.
Yeah, it is what it is. So live and let learn, got some grinding to do before the event, and we'll figure it out. But that's my Arctail. He still won, by the way.
By the way, Will said hashtag noob.
You know what, Will? I will kung fu kick you right in the shin, and then I'll probably run away really fast.
Well, that was a good one, man. I got no Arc Tales because I've been playing Arc, but you know,
Nerd.
yeah, I'm a nerd. Don't worry. No.
Hey, maybe next week.
Yeah, maybe next week I'll re-download the game.
Oh, my soul. Yeah, that'll happen.
Wait, I probably will re-download the game. Isn't that when the what's it called? That's when the event is, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, we should have said this a long time ago. So those of you that are still here, you'll actually get to hear this. But dang, man, yeah, we're gonna have to put something in the title about that because people are not gonna stay for that probably. So very last 45 seconds here, we're gonna tell everybody that there is going to be an event. It's either going to be on the 31st or the first, whatever the last day of the month is. It's one of either the Saturday or the Sunday. It's going to be about probably 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern time. So that will be able to be something that the European community will be able to participate in as well. And we are going to have a gladiator battle. I
Woo!
have leaked in the Discord what those particular fights are going to be. There are some solo ones, some free for all ones, as well as some team ones. So if you would like to get the inside scoop on how to participate as well as what those rewards are going to be, please join the Discord and you will see it under the current events.
You said the 31st or the 30th?
Let me go run to my calendar. Oh, I don't have a 2025 calendar. Are there 31
Wow.
days in January?
There's got to be. Yeah, I'm saying yes, there is.
Okay, then it's either the 31st or the 1st. And if there's not a 31st, then the 30th or the 1st, whatever the last day of January or the first day of February. It's going to be one of those
Yeah,
two.
there we go. We're smarticle particles over here, folks.
Hey, I'm no calendarologist, okay?
Time to make Stranded Survivors calendar. Maybe then everyone will know what we're talking about.
Hey, yo, maybe that's our mod is a Stranded Survivors calendar that you can keep track of what day the server is on.
Ooh.
Don't know why you'd want to know that information, but
The first, yeah, Will says the 1st or 2nd of February. The 1st and 2nd are Saturday and Sunday.
oh, nuts, man. See, I'm no calendarologist. Either the 1st or the 2nd. We're not doing it on a Friday. That would be lame. I'm working.
Yeah, that would be lame. So it's gonna be the 1st or 2nd. There you
All
go.
right.
Will save the day.
Well, all right. Maybe I won't kung fu kick you in the shin. Maybe you
Yep,
saved
I was
yourself
gonna
this
say
time.
don't do that, otherwise we'll be in big trouble. Or
Bring
he's just
shin
messing with
guards,
us.
though. Yeah, maybe he's just mastermind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, I am out of things to talk about. So rather than ramble, I'm just going to go ahead and go for it and say, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week.
Survivors, we'll see you next week with hopefully some more, art conversations. If you made it till the end, make sure you guys go follow, subscribe, whatever it is you guys are listening on, and make sure you guys let your friends know who we are. Survivors, keep on surviving and have a great week.